Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Blaze Garlemald, and
None other than Jack Human here for the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation.
oh, I'm getting sick here. But in our first match, we'll be having Dog versus Griff.
It promises to be an interesting match because this is the first match of three tonight due to a Tonberry King takeover of the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation.
Oh my goodness, a Tomberry King takeover. We don't have those in the Empire, Jack.
Well, if I recall, it was the Empire that made the 2-foot wall that was supposed to keep the Tonberries out. Unfortunately, they never factored on a Tonberry King. So, the rules are simple in an invasion scene. There's 3 matches. Some of the best of the LunarBlades will be pitted against each other on one-on-one competition. Next week, we'll end up seeing 3 of the winners go against each other. 3 of the losers go against each other. The winner of the triple threat match from the winner's bracket will get the honor of facing off against the Tonberry King himself.
So you're telling me, Jack, all of these fights are going to go on, and this Tomberry King is just going to sit here and watch these fights instead of invading? It was very strange.
These are the rules that El Presidente Trump Doe created. Unfortunately, we all have to abide by them.
That's strange.
Originally, the rules were that the Tonberry King would have to defeat everybody. But thanks to overtaxation, the money just isn't here anymore to do those kinds of shows anymore.
Yeah. Well, thanks to the overtaxation, I just got a new car, so thank you. Here yours. And Griff got a brand new sailor suit.
And we're going. Our very first match, of course, is Dog Chambers versus Griff Alios. I'm horrible with pronunciation, so you'll have to excuse me, Griff. Please don't beat me up.
You're horrible with pronunciation, Jack, but what kind of name is Jack Human anywhere? Sounds like some type of badger or something.
I would say it would be closer to a Wolverine, but that's besides the point. As we kick things off here, Dog Chambers will be making his way down to the ring. Interesting fact, he is 49% owner of this company. So he has a lot riding on this.
Well, I got a feeling there might be a conspiracy around here. But we always know Canadians love a good conspiracy. Am I right, Jack?
The Great Canadian Conspiracy of 1842 was a good one. Actually, it was a great one, I should say. But you see, that's the thing. If the Tonberry King wins, Dog, who's 49% owner, and Kathos, who's 49% owner, lose it all. We've never been able to narrow down just who has that last 2%, but does it really matter? It's 2%, like.
Well, the 2% always matter. I bought some milk the other day, and by gosh, it was whole and not 2%. I was shitting all day long, Jack. So yes, the 2% is very important.
I've always been a big fan of homo milk. It's thick and creamy and delicious. It's now called 3.25% milk, but years ago it was just homo milk.
Well, let me tell you something about that. Any milk can become that way, as long as you leave it in the refrigerator long enough, Jack. It pays for nothing.
And speaking of milk, here comes a big guy. Griff making his way to the ring.
Whoa there, sailor.
Unfortunately, not wearing a full sailor's attire due to cutbacks.
I don't know. Looks like he's going for the Donald Duck there, Jack.
And I'll have you know that Donald Duck is a wonderful sailor. I was actually part of his crew one day. It was amazing. And Griff just stepping over the ropes with ease.
Well, I don't think those ropes want to have anything to do with that sailor suit. You know, it might be a rough ride.
He is rather matching to the LunarBlade arena, set up here in beautiful New Gradania.
Oh, I remember the first time I went to New Gradania.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, yes. It was a good day.
Dog slowly allowing Griff to get up to his feet. I don't think that's a wise idea. Griff, of course, being a mountain of a man. Oh, pardon? Your microphone was cutting in and out.
I said maybe that's why he wears those goggles. Keeps letting those big fellas get back up like that.
Well, he does have beautiful sparkly eyes, I will say that much. Perhaps he wishes to protect them. Maybe he has eyeball insurance, and he's required to wear the goggles. And Dog taking a swing at the ref. I guess when you own 49% of the company, you can kind of get away with whatever you want.
Yeah. He does sign his paycheck after all.
Well, he signs everybody's paychecks here. Well, him and Kathos, of course. And high-risk maneuver paying off for the Dog.
So you're telling me first, this guy is going to pick the man up out of the turnbuckle, then he's going to jump on him all in one swoop? What kind of core training is he doing?
And Dog setting up the last call.
Yeah.
Nay! Oh! And just like Dog's last call, it wasn't his last call. We recently discovered that Dog is actually 95% alcohol fueled. Another fun fact for you.
No wonder he's going out in a blaze of glory. How does he keep lifting that big guy up with such ease, though? Really?
He has very, very good core strength. When you're that drunk, anything is possible.
I'm really starting to believe we could have a champion tonight if we just give everybody piss tests and that who's left fight.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have drug or alcohol tests here. The LunarBlades Wrestling Federation is open to anybody. And Griff, the mountain of the man, getting pounded into the corner. Dog seems to be dominating this match, but just can't seem to put the big man away. Well, there was a 2 count.
You can't be too weak being a guy that big wearing a sailor suit after all.
I've got to admit, that would probably be one of my worst nightmares, especially if you wanted to get cuddly.
Indeed. Picture that fella standing in your room like the old Burger King commercials, just smiling at you while you try to sleep.
No thanks, I've had that happen to me once before. It wasn't a good experience. The first 20 minutes was fine, but the second hour started to get a little creepy. Oh, that was saying kick to the face.
I don't know about that. If all these kicks were so strong, how come his hat hasn't come off yet?
Because it's actually super glued in place. And Dog just nailing the Marine Killer. Of course, that being a famous shot made of tequila and Jack Daniels. And Two and
my
a quarter. 2 1/4.
Is that what I think I see? I think he's bleeding, everybody. I saw it. I saw blood, and the Empire has bestowed upon me the lust of blood, everybody. Oh.
Take it easy, Blaze. Take it easy. The last time you went to a bloodlust, we ended up losing 248 customers.
I gotta call my cousin Xenos, the Emperor Xenos, right now. He loves that stuff too.
Dog, taking him down again. What's it gonna take to make this big man stay down?
Well, Jack, if I wore my beautiful white sailor suit, theoretically, if I have one, and if I got blood on it, you know that stuff stains. I'll beat the holy hell out of dog.
And a 1, 2, 2 3/4. My God, Griff will not stay down. But that's his fighting spirit. He may be a big mountain of a man, but he is gentle. And Dog just attacking that head. I've decided this year at Secret Santa, I'm going to get you a Christmas suit outfit. A Christmas outfit? A sailor outfit.
Well,
I'm sorry,
the sailor outfit to the Christmas party. Give me what I'd say.
The alcohol fumes coming off Dog must be affecting me.
Well, he's known for his alcohol fumes.
2, and and we have ourselves a winner. Dog Chambers finally cuts down the big man. We have the first individual moving on to the triple threat.
That, sir, is garbage. Now I gotta pay my bill. I just executed for treason. Screw it.
And what a great unification, a great sign of sportsmanship. Dog and Griff shaking hands at the end.
My God, you talk about shaking hands. His face looks like a tomato.
He busts them wide open, but let's face it, Griff is just too nice of a guy to not.
Yeah. We're gonna have to actually lock him in a cage with some other dogs with some raw meat tied to him, make him a little bit meaner.
Ah, yes, the original punishment for Michael Vick many years ago until some people deemed it unnecessary.
Oh, it's very necessary.
And in our next match, we have Drago Black versus Broenfar Uthusen.
I'm putting my money on the guy's name I can see. Drago Black.
Well, we've already seen one giant toppled tonight. Will we see another?
Oh, of course you will now. Well, that's based on the fact that I did pay that guy to win, and I did pay the other guy to lose. So
let's just see if you did a wise investment.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst money I've ever spent, Jack.
Well, now you got me intrigued. While everybody's making their way to the ring, what is the worst money that you've ever spent?
Well, if you want to know, next Thanksgiving, ask your mom.
You're right, that would be the worst money you ever spent. And Drago Black making his way down to the arena. Now, years ago, here's a fun fact about Drago. Due to a really bad lower arm injury, he's been forced to wear that protective chain around it. Now, even though it may be a chain, it's not meant as an offensive weapon. It's meant to protect his injured arm. What a soldier still making his way to the ring.
Well, Jack, that might be a therapeutic chain on his arm, but I still can't figure out for the life of me why the hell he's crawling out. What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Of course, he was showing off the merchandise. Drago Black t-shirts available at your nearest, Oh, boy. Now I'm burping from that, from Dog's Encounter being out here. But while we're talking about merchandise, we might as well mention that Lunar Blade Wrestling Federation is brought to you by Lag.
Lag. Let me tell you something about lag.
New cologne out.
Nuts right now. You would feel it 5 seconds later. Take it away, Jack. Not the cologne.
Lag Cologne. Try their brand new fragrance, Discord. That's right, Lag Discord. It's amazing. Now, back to the action. Drago in the ring, getting ready. Well, he's got a big task to overcome in that Bro Far.
Indeed. I think I ran into Bro one time before. And let me tell you, that brother wasn't looking friendly.
Which is odd, because he's usually so friendly. Him and Griff, otherwise known as the Rollers o' Destruction.
The Rollers? That's why they look so similar.
That's right, it's not because somebody just copy and pasted a bunch of pieces from one to another. It's because they're both rogues.
Well, damn if this shit is actually intentional. My God.
But will Drago be able to topple this mountain, much like Dog did in our first match? We're seconds away from finding out.
I got a bad feeling about this one. Make sure you get a mop and bucket out. There might be some blood around.
And hey, Blaze, just out of curiosity, have you seen my cigarettes around?
I believe I saw a cat walk around with them saying yeet, yeet.
Ah, yes, the popular catchphrase of many a LunarBlades. Yeet, yeet! And Bro just exploding out of the gate. No, this is not looking good for Drago.
What in the world? This man he's just so fast for a big man, I just don't believe it. I've been watching this whole time, he's just moving so fast for a big guy.
I know, it's amazing how, even though their sizes and weights differ so much, they all still move extremely fast.
That's one tough SOB, let me tell you.
Well, so far, Drago's not doing a whole lot.
Must have been too busy selling merchandise. Tore that from the train.
Oh, and the ref goes down. I don't know if Drago did that intentionally.
Well, I always tell them, because you know we're actually related, if somebody gives you a sore ass, you make sure somebody else gets a sore ass, then you'll be a sore loser. Then everybody's sore. It's sharing is caring.
I have no clue what you just said, Blaze, but sounds good.
Well, you know, Empire logic. Whole lot of soreness.
Ah, yeah, that explains it. Anyway.
And Drago just landed from being thrown up into the stars. My God. If he was thrown any higher, he'd need Alexander to have a quick time event to land his ass. My goodness.
Oh, bro just nailed that flying clothesline and goes for the pin. I don't think that'll be enough. Wow, bro just running a train all over Drago. I
feel dirty.
I am shocked by the lack of opposition from Drago tonight.
Yeah, I know where he was yesterday.
Well, to be fair, he was up in the merchandise stand selling autographed shirts. That's right,
Indeed.
kids. You can get your very own Drago Black autographed shirt for only $745. Get your parents to buy you a cactus card today.
My goodness. Say, Jack, what do you do with a cactus card anyway? What type of stuff is that?
Why, a cactus card is online currency.
Uh-huh.
You can use it to buy all kinds of wonderful merchandise from, of course, Drago t-shirts, pants,
Yeah.
boxer shorts, thongs, sandals, hats, to the dog shot glasses.
Well, I gotta get me some of those. We're going into our next match.
Our third
Looks like
match
it's going
for
to
the
be-
evening.
It's the Raven Shadow versus that Idel Clebet with an X. I guess he's like Jason X, I suppose.
Adele, who was actually completely 100% shocked to be entered into this. He's actually one of our graphic designers from the truck. Unfortunately,
Well,
during a Tonberry invasion, all hands are on deck and everybody's got to be putting their names into the hat.
Perhaps he should have stayed in the truck, Jack. It would have made it a little bit easier for Drago there to maybe design some type of offense for him.
Yeah, it's a very, very lackluster appearance by Drago.
Indeed.
But when you spend that much time working the merchandise stand, it's gotta take a. Yeah, dog just walked by here again. Boy, that guy. Whew. It takes your toll on your performance.
Indeed, and it's Raven Shadow coming out with his manager, the lovely Azalea Leone.
And of course, you can always check out Raven's Twitch channel, Raven Shadow 13, and Azalea Leone over on YouTube.
I'm gonna subscribe to both.
The power couple of the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation.
I gotta get me some of those suspenders as well.
Well, yeah, it's part of it.
What do you think if he made hook those suspenders to those horns?
It could be a fashion trend.
Indeed.
Or a fashion faux pas. But you're talking to an announcer who's sitting here not wearing any pants, so I don't know anything about fashion.
Well, as an announcer that is wearing pants, I wish I took a bathroom break in that last match because it was short enough not to miss anything. And I wouldn't be wearing wet pants right now. And now we have a deal coming out.
Making his way to the ring, and he does not look happy to be here.
Well,
I think he would have been quite happy with just a pen and a pencil in the back. But here he is.
Fighting for his pen and pencil and his paper. That's right, everybody. If he wins, he gets his job back. If he loses, well, you need him. You get his job back. But he doesn't know that.
Could you imagine if Adele was going to be forced to do graphic designs, artistry, everything else, all the wonderful things that he creates for a Tonberry King?
Well, I probably wouldn't have too much to say about Tonberry Kings. It probably look good, Jack.
You are aware that the Tonberry King has promised to cut our pay by 80%, right?
Holy shit, you mean you're actually getting paid? Well, hell.
You're not?
No, I'm not getting paid.
I
just
mean,
showed up here one day.
I'm not
They
getting.
never told me to leave.
I'm not getting paid neither. Yeah.
Well, it's too late now. I know.
Like, I'm not even wearing pants. I can't afford pants. Anyway, back to the action. Raven with an early head start. And Adele fighting back. He may be the artistic type, but right now he looks like an ass-kicking type.
Ah. What a beautiful picture. Picture of pain.
Raven hitting some more moves. He's being way more on the offense. He has him on the ropes. What's this? Oh. Slingshots him back. And honestly, I think Raven may have just been messing with him when he got about 5 seconds of offense in.
Well, much like those suspenders, sometimes you just gotta snap things back into place, Jack.
You know what the weird thing is? I'm not wearing any pants, yet I am wearing suspenders. What the hell are they attached to?
I don't know, and I'm not gonna look. Figure that out for yourself.
And Raven, I think, is starting to just teach Adele a lesson about stepping into the ring. This, I think... I'm starting to see...
is appropriate too. I've noticed how he has that old mine worker outfit on, and my God, he's just picking him up like a dirty shovel and throwing him every place he gets.
But Adele, look at him fighting back. He just waved off a "you can't see Raven."
What do you mean you can't see Raven? I saw him the whole time, and he messed up.
And Raven nailing him with the Raven's Nest for the 1, 2, 3. No surprise there.
It could be said. You know how birds are, always peeping on something. And he just took a big shit on the DLC.
Yeah, I definitely think that was also a squash match. I think Raven just messed with him. But
well, I got my money back on that one, everybody.
We have our winners and our losers. Once I write them down.
My gosh, after those high octane matches, your winners are the Dog Chambers, the Bro, I'm calling him Bro because I can't see his last name. Any worse things I tell you. And the Raven Shadow. Those are your winners.
That's right. Next week Next week, we'll see Dog, Bro, and Raven take on a triple threat match to see who will face the Tonberry King. We'll see Griff, Adele, and Drago take on a triple threat match to see who will be the #1 contender. This is Jack Human, signing off.
And Blaze Garlemon going to burn some la-las. Good evening, everybody.